all doing well. Today we will discuss about the circular flow of income in two sector model in details. Okay. Now in the previous video I have already discussed about some of the important concepts related to circular flow of income. Right. So today we will be only discussing the circular flow of income in two sector model in details, the whole flow with the help of a diagram. Okay, now as you can see I have written two sector model, so you must be knowing what are the sectors involved here. Those are household sector and the business sector or the farm. Okay, so let us see how is the flow. So one sector is the household sector, okay, and the other sector is the farm. Now the households are only the labor who renders their services to the farm. Now if there would have been no household, there would have been no labor and there would have been no production also. Now for producing something we need labor, right? So if we do not have any labor, we cannot produce any goods and services. So the households do what? Renders their services to the farm, through which the farm makes goods and services. Now as we know that labor is one of the factor of production. So when the labor renders their services, we call it factor service. So the factor service flows from whom to whom? It flows from the household to the farm. So this will be the flow of factor services. So the flow of factor services takes place from household to the farm. The household only renders their services to the farm. Now what does the farm do with these services? What does they do? They only produce the goods and services, different goods and services. Out of the services provided by the household, they make different goods and services, and those goods and services are being purchased by the household only, because the farms are producing goods and services for whom? For the household only. So after producing the goods and services, the farms, it are only being purchased by the household. So the flow of goods and services takes place from the farm to the household. So it will be flow of goods and services. Now as you can see, I have not talked about any payments and receipts in this flow, right? So this is the real flow which I am talking about, because I have not talked about any payments, any receipts in this flow, right? Now we will be talking about the payments and receipts, right? So now as the households are rendering their services to the farm also have to make some payment for household. Obviously the household will not render their services out of free, right? They will not do that. So the farm have to make payments to the household, right? Because they are rendering the services to the farm. So the farm have to make payments, and they will make payments in the form of wages, it can be profit, interest, etc. So the farm will make factor payments. Why factor payments? Because it is giving wages to the labor, and labor is one of the factor of production. So whatever payment it is making to the labor, it is known as factor payment. So this will be flow of factor payments from where to where? From the farms to the household. The farms are making factor payments to the household. Now what does the household do with this payment? With the income they receive from the farm, what does the household do with that income? The household only purchase different goods and services, right? Out of the income received by the household, what does they do? They also purchase different type of durable goods, like any type of consumer goods, right? They can purchase any type of consumer goods. So out of the income received by the farm, they also spend it for purchasing the goods and services that has been produced by the farm. Now they are making payment to whom? When they are purchasing the goods and services, they are making payment to whom? They are making payment to the farms only, because the farms have produced the goods and services now. So they are making the payments to the farms only. So the household make payments for the goods and services, right? So this will be this is for goods and services. Now the payments are made by whom? By the household. To whom? To the firm. So the payments flow from the household to the firm. Okay, now in this flow I have only talked about the payments and receipts. I have not talked about any goods and services. So this is the money flow. So the inner circle is the money flow, okay, and the outer circle is the real flow. Okay, so I'm explaining it once again. First I'm explaining the outer circle where the households are giving their factor services to whom? To the firm. Why? For producing the goods and services. Now the firm, by using those services provided by the labor, they are producing goods and services which are being purchased by the household only. This is the outer flow or the real flow, and the inner flow is the flow of payments and receipts where the households are being paid by the firm in the form of the income for the services they are rendering, and out of those income which has been received by the household from the firm, they are making expenditure for purchasing different goods and services produced by the firm. And whom does they are paying the payments? They are paying the payments to the firm because the goods and services are being paid by the firm only, right? Now here two assumptions are involved. What are those two assumptions? Because we have not taken into account any of the government or the rest of the world, so we will keep it in mind that, okay, let me rub it out first. We will keep it in mind that total production of goods and services is equals to the total consumption of goods and services by the household. Because no other sectors are involved, we have only assumed a two-sector model. This is a very simplified one. So total production that has been produced by the goods and service, that total production would be consumed by the household. Okay, so total production equals to total consumption. Again, factor income by the household equals to factor payments by the firm. Whatever income the household have acquired by rendering the service, they invest their income all in purchasing goods and services. That is, they are trying to say that we are not making any savings out of here. Whatever income they are earning, they are spending it all. Okay, they are not making any savings. Okay, because no other sectors are involved, we are assuming all of this. And we will also consider as income of the firm equals to what? Expenditure made by the household, right? Expenditure made by the household. So these are the 3 points which we have to keep in mind. Okay, so total production of goods and services, that is total production which has been made by the firm, is equals to the total consumption of the goods and services that is consumed by the household. Again, whatever income is received by the household, we are assuming that they are not saving anything, they are spending all of the income that they have received. So the factor income by the household equals to factor payments made by the firm, and the income of the firm, whatever income of the firm is equal to the expenditure made by the household. So these 3 are points we have to keep in mind while we are studying the circular flow of income. So this was all for the two sector model. I hope you understand. Thank you.